So the pencil shows off the precision.
Basically,
really well.
they're showing off some new motion controller.
Anton's gonna move on to some more paintbrushes here. He's actually metering out the amount of paint that's being put on the canvas using the analog trigger right now. Nice. For something like a spray paint can, the angle actually matters of what he's doing here. Ooh, dripping right down the wall there. Nice. Yeah.
Of course, you know, if you just want to mess around.
You can do that too. So drawing is a kind of fundamental capability, but it doesn't have to be used literally. You could use it instead, say, to lay out a path of objects.
Help it out. You know, you could also try again.
Better. Other things that use drawing are selection. Selection is one of the keys to something like a real-time strategy game. Finally, we have an interface on a console that lets us do real-time strategy. Here you can see Anton's lassoing troops, and then he draws a path for them to follow. You can imagine using this for other kinds of games, like football. You could draw out the route for a wide receiver to follow.
It's pretty cool.
Blurring the lines between RTS and first-person shooter here. We already showed first-person shooter once, Anton.
Well, it's always
All right. Anton's going to set up the next demo, and we're going to shift gears here a little bit. We're going to step out of our room here and move into a virtual arena. We're going to show you some character control, actually.
So as you can see here, my motions are mapped directly onto the character. When I move my sword and shield, he moves them exactly as I do. Hey, everybody? Of course, this is no good if you can't hit anything.
So we've all seen lots of demos with swords and shields before, but the kind of precision Anton's getting here with the tip of that sword is just crazy.
Tickle, tickle, tickle. Of course, we can do all the standard moves. We can thrust high, low, sweep, hit high. This is one of my favorites.
How many years of kendo was that? You can also use it in a defensive posture too. Now this is a little bit different. Now we've shown you, you can see one-to-one Anton's hands moving, and the virtual hands move exactly as he does. You can point and throw, no problem. You can reach around an enemy that's coming at you. He's doing behind the back. You can really do anything you want with this. Ooh. Now we're going to finish off with everyone's favorite in our lab's interface here, the archery mechanic. He reaches behind his back, pulls out an arrow, and knocks it.
Of course, the tension on the string matters, so the farther I pull it back, the more power I'm going to launch into this guy. All right, Rick, call the shot.
Farthest guy on the right there. Gangster style, yeah.
Oof.
Ready?
Let me see if I can... Oh,
Nice.
go for something a little bit more dramatic. There we go.
Nice.
All right, last shot, last shot.
All right.
If you can't see here, Anton's actually dropping down to one knee, Robin Hood style, to finish this last shot. Camera has no problems tracking him when he does that. All right. Well, I hope these real-time tech demos sparked your imagination. It certainly sparked the imagination of our development community. We're looking forward to sharing more about the motion controller with you in the near future. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
It's the same dudes that made the eye. So let's see how that works out. Looks pretty neat.
See, not everything got out. This is going to be a really exciting part of PlayStation's future. So thanks to Rick and Anton for giving us an early glimpse today. Everyone should expect to hear more about PlayStation Motion Controller in the future and prepare for a launch in the spring of 2010. One of last year's biggest sensations was Sackboy and Little Big Planet. And since its launch last November, we've seen over 900,000 user-created levels, played more than 200 million times. There's a lot more in store for Little Big Planet in 2009, including a Little Big Planet game coming to PSP and lots of new licensed content. Imagine dressing up your Sackboy as a member of your favorite Disney characters, including Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean, Cinderella, or even Mr. Incredible. And we'll be rolling out these costumes and more from Disney Interactive Studios on the PlayStation Network starting this fall. Now you may remember Little Big Planet's tagline from a year ago, play, create, and share. It's also something you can sit down and play with your 6-year-old daughter or your hardcore gaming friends. That was never intended to be just a tagline, it was the beginning of a whole new genre. Something you could find only on PlayStation. And this is the first time where user-generated content, social networking, and gaming have come together in one place. PlayStation is in the best position to evolve this category, and I'd like to introduce a new franchise today, our second, and one that is also exclusive to PlayStation 3. I'd like to welcome William Ho and James Grieve from United Front Games to show you the next great title in play, create, share genre. We call it Mod Nation Racers.
Huh.
2 years ago, when we first heard the phrase play, create, share, it inspired me, us, and I'm sure most of you as well. It is much more than a catchphrase. It is a full-blown genre on the PlayStation. So what does play, create, share mean to a racing game designer like me? Well, I dream of a fresh racing adventure that anyone can pick up and play every day. That empowers everyone to imagine and create whoever, whatever, and wherever you want to race. And invites everyone to the party, whether you're with old friends in your living room or meeting new friends online. So today, we're proud to introduce to you Mod Nation Racers. It's a thoroughly modern take on classic kart racing. It's made only possible on a console as powerful and versatile as the PlayStation 3. Before we get to some racing, let's meet the racers of Mod Nation. I'm sure you've all seen these urban vinyl collectibles and designer toys made by companies like Tokidoki and Kid Robot and others. What I think is really cool about them is artists you've never heard of before are expressing themselves in unlimited styles and becoming superstar designers in the process. So what we do in Mod Nation Racers is we empower you to express yourselves and to become superstar designers yourselves. So I created this character. His name is Monkey Butler. I've always wanted to have a Monkey Butler. I think he's pretty cool. So I've saved him, I've uploaded him. All of you can download Monkey Butler and rate him. How'd you rate him, James?
Not too high, Will, not too high. I don't know what we're doing this monkey guy. I think I got another outfit for him here, though. I think that's a little better.
That's cool. So what kind of mod would you want to be, smart guy?
Let's take a look. Let's see what we got. This guy's pretty cool. I don't know, though. It's not for me, though. I think I'm going to go with this guy. Yeah.
Okay, he's pretty cool, but you got to put him in my pink dune buggy, which I think's all right, you know. Pink is the new brown. You got to like it.
This guy needs a real race car, man. I'm sure we've got something better for him in here. Still a little pink, I think. Maybe we'll go with this guy.
All right, that's a nice ride, James. I respect that. So while you're preparing for your race, I'm just going to tell everyone here that these are just a few of the unlimited number of combinations that you can make in the game yourself. You can create, you can share, and remix them. So here we are in the game. Let's have some fun. Let's hit the track. When we set out to make Mod Nation Racers, we wanted to make the most gorgeous, most physical, most interactive car racing game you've ever seen. It starts with the graphics. We're harnessing the full power of the PS3. The results speak for themselves. We're also using real-time physics everywhere. The car handling just comes alive. Surface changes like this old rickety bridge just feel right. And kicking your cart into drifts just feels sweet. All without sacrificing pick-up and play control. We've got some weapons here. We've got a full arsenal of weapons that we're introducing. Some with familiar play mechanics, others from our secret labs that we're developing. Up ahead here, take them out. Up ahead here, we're going to see some of the more physical and interactive elements, such as this launcher. We've also got a stomper. We've got a, we call it the Devastator. Takes out opponents. You feel the ripple. You feel them being taken out.